iDiski Times has got a WhatsApp channel. If you want to get breaking news stories immediately on your phone on WhatsApp, please click the link on the description to join the iDiski Times WhatsApp channel. iDiski TV powered by World Sports Betting, iDiskiTimes.co.za. A very few fairy tale stories in football. However, today we almost saw a fairy tale story in football. Tso Vilakazi's son, Thato almost scored. He hit the post. He beat this man and that man, and he hit the post for Richards Bay. A goal that would have perhaps brought Richards Bay back into the game. Had a very decent performance for Richards Bay against his father's former team, Orlando Pirates. That's Thato Mohlame. He wears the jersey number 7. It would have been a fairy tale story if he had scored against his father's former team. Decent performance though. Orlando Pirates went to the King Dwellitina Stadium as the favourites. However, Richards Bay gave a good account of themselves. Pirates scoring 2 goals courtesy of a young man, one of the finest players we've ever seen in this country, Relebohile Mofokeng. He looks like it's a simple thing that he does, but his presence of mind, to know that his teammate is to his left-hand side, behind him, to be able to hear it, to give him a pass that swayed perfectly so that his teammate, one of the most talented players in this country, Tito Maswanganyi, scores 2 goals. Well done to Orlando Pirates, they deserve it. Well done to Richards Bay as well. They gave us a game to watch. It was not defense against attack. It was a team against another team in a sold-out stadium, and we saw a very good game. Well done, gentlemen. Thank you so much. I enjoyed that game. Mr. So-and-so, firstly, your son. What did you make of his performance?
Mr. Kunjani mfethu?
Mr. So-and-so.
Ngibulisa wena mfethu, ngibulisa Stizi,
Just.
ngibulisa Shane,
Yes, sir.
ngibulisa uBobo Khadoso, noLindo Mkwena.
Up the bugs.
Ngibulisa lapha emakhaya, ngicela support njalo iDiskiTV. Njengoba njalo ngijike futhi. Ayizimnyama ngenkanza gebhula umuzi kaMasipala zawenza wawo. Awu madoda.
Mr. So-and-so.
Yeah, uyangizwa noma khulumeke kahle Msinkewoni. Well done.
Let's start with your boy.
Yeah, well done to the boy. I think he did very well, and I can't ask for more. You know, he just, the more you play in football, there's one thing about football that I know is that the more you play, you get confidence, and you learn that, okay, when I get to this era next time, this is what I need to do. And one thing that I liked Kakulunga is he didn't lose balls too much. Yes, there and there he lost those passes, but most of the time you could see good pass wake, you know, they're good, and he guessed inside the box. That's one thing that we lack in South Africa, to get attacking midfielders
into the box.
Get in the box, you know, and he had chances to score. I mean, the other one.
What was going through your mind with the one that hit the post? Because all of us were jumping up, and we thought that was supposed to be a goal. What was going through your mind as a parent?
You know, to be proud of seeing my son playing. I mean, and yeah, Paris is a big team, and obviously, man, watching my son playing, my wish was to see him scoring.
Absolutely.
Know? And yeah, for him to hit that crossbar, and I said, look, well done, boy.
You already counted in your mind.
It was in, because I saw him that, you know, in this angle, the only thing that he needed was just have that, you know, not too much in terms of parameters, because I saw a good angle there. It's not going to allow him to put it on the far post. Yeah, it's very close, because Woto was very close. So I saw it, and then I was like, no, he's going to go up. And then unfortunately, that it was too high, and then he hit the crossbar. But, you know, good move of him, and the thinking again of trying to chip it in Jelapezul. It's something else. And the second one, with a bicycle kick, Van Rooyen, if he didn't come, then we'll be talking something else. So,
does it deserve to be playing professional football? Without being sentimental, our job is to analyze human beings who play football in this country. Does he look like a professional football player?
Definitely, Mr. Nkeo. I mean, if you've got an attacking midfielder that does what my son did today, what else do we ask for from an attacking midfielder? Because you need him to go and assist. Remember, they play with one striker. And if an attacking midfielder doesn't get to the good areas there to help to reduce the weight in a striker in terms of creating chances and score, what else can you ask for? So for me, the boy did very well. And
no one is doing him any favors.
No. No one is doing a favor. The boy just shows us in the field against Pirates. And then it does get to those positions in that defense that they play in Champions League. It tells you to say, it means there's something good from this boy.
Let's talk about Orlando Pirates. 2 goals very early on. I would have thought that, okay, if they score these 2 goals, it's going to be one-sided.
Yeah.
But those 2 goals were beautiful. The presence of mind by Relebohile Mofokeng, and of course Tito Mosongani with his beautiful finish. Cool, very cool for the second one. Even Muhankota
Yeah.
starting the moves from the
Yes.
right-hand side as
Yes.
well. What did you make of Orlando Pirates' performance before they let it go? Because they did let it go.
Yeah.
But before that, what did you think of Pirates?
Look, Pirates have shown that why they are a big team, Mr. Keo. The type of football that they display, the players in terms of the work rate that they put. I mean, look at how he fought Uluntuzana ngale, Unkota ngale, so that he can get that ball across Umfukeng. And oof, Mr. Keo, you know, when we talk about Umfukeng, go back to some Tengisa, and he's the one who's selling himself.
Yeah.
It's not us, it's him who's selling himself to say, hey guys, watch me. It's me, this, I can do this. I mean, the first ball, Nkota gave it to him, and then he was involved, played that pass, Tito. Mr. Nkeo, you know, I asked for this, and I'm getting it. I've asked to see an attacking midfielder get to the box. Go inside there. We are in attacking. Your job is to help in terms of creating chances and help the striker there. If you had a chance to score, put the ball in the net. Tito is doing that very, very well. But this boy, I know, cool. Yeah, Mfukeng is playing in football in Zimbabwe.
Do you look at him and think he could have played in your teams? Abo Kifleremi,
100%.
Tugutugu Makanya. He could have played in that generation of teams. Even at Chiefs, Chabo Pula Matlandu. He could have played even at Mamelodi Sundowns as well. With Abo Seaport Unions. You feel like this player, you can place him in any generation. Even the older generation can tell us about Abo Nelson Teenage about Joe Mosono, Dr. Joe Mosono.
Yeah.
Could he have played in different generations and fit in?
No doubt. No doubt, Mr. K. This boy, he's something else. That's why I'm saying, when you talk about him, it's like we are selling him. And the boy is selling himself with what he's doing in the field of play. Bega, Mr. K. This boy, Bega Ngadlala, that era, Esingayibonanga, the Prince, Jomosono, Bega Zodlala,
1996 AFCON Yabafana.
Bekazodlala kule era leyana eyethu nabo the late Gift Cheese Makanya Steve Beka this boy ayikho era bekengazadlala kuyo with the way he's playing this football, and this is what wingers this is the reason why he was going to play Mr. Keo. He's a winger that we all know what the winger needs to do. When you cut in for a reason, and you need to create a chance or you score. This boy, he's not greedy. When he's not in a good position to score, he knows that I've got somebody. And I think he's got a good listening skill, that boy. Look at how he weighed that pass for Tito Mageza Iran from behind. It's Mr. Keo, that boy, it's something.
It's fantastic. Let's talk about Richards Bay before we wrap up. We have another game playing in a few moments. What do you like about Richards Bay? There was a point where it was 2-1, and you kind of felt that they were going to make it 2-2. Yeah. Definitely 2-2 was a possibility.
Yes.
And even the chances that they got, 2-2 was a possibility. Mbutuma, he has a 3v2 there. Yes. He decides to shoot instead of giving it to the left or the right.
Yes.
When they displace it from Umaswangani. And you feel like Richards Bay are still in this game. What did you like and did not like about them?
Look, well done to Richards Bay. I think they did very well. Just that sometimes they took some time to take some decisions where it was matters most, because there was an incident where I thought after that incident he made a foul.
Escaped the red card.
Immediately, if it was me, immediately there he was going out. Because now it puts him under. Look at what happened in the first goal. In the first goal. So he knew would have got a yellow card.
He failed to commit.
So if I commit myself there, I can be sent off. So I think that's when they couldn't get it right. Lapana Richards Bay, and then eventually they did make a change of time. Look, Mr. Keo, I think the other thing that let them down was the change. They made changes early in around 60 minutes in terms of taking Thato and this other boy. And I thought, Uguti, when you look at the game itself, when they were getting the ball in that midfield, they had options in terms of getting to the final third.
They had numbers.
And it was quick for them. Look at how they scored a goal. It was the ball from Thato, direct switch. It was not just a switch of he needs to chase. No, that switch, it went directly to Ubanu, I think, Kumete, and then took a shot, and then Ubutuma was there. So now, Iyagbonisa now, Uguti, these three, they've got a combination. That means, Uguti, let me give them a bit of time again. Let's see what is that they can do. Because I think that they were more dangerous than the ones that they've sent them. Because look at the chance that Umbutuma had. It was 3v2. He had a ball. It was 3v2. Kutumela on the right, Thato on the left. It shows. That's why I'm saying the coaches, I think that's where they made a blunder when they substituted Okumete and Olontuzana and Thato, because I think they were giving them something that was worrying
but the positive thing, I get what you're saying, but the positive thing is that it was not defense against attack. They were not every man behind the ball.
Definitely.
And also that gave them the possibility of scoring in this game. They could have been 2-2 up. Were it not for missed opportunities or bad decisions, they could have been 2-2 up. Whereas if they were every man behind the ball, anti-football, they would have lost the game in the first half, and then it's all over. Then we're just waiting for 90 minutes. They were in the game until Mabasa scored.
Mr. Nkewu, they did very well. One, they need to remember that this Orlando Pirates is a big team.
Absolutely.
Two, they're playing with some of the players, international players, they represent Bafana. And they play Champions League. And for them not to sit back and play the way they play, I'm so impressed. I'm very impressed with how they put themselves in the game.
Right.
And if they can continue like this, I think there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
There you go. Thank you very much, Mr. So. So that's Orlando Pirates then putting their name in the hat for the last 16 draw. We already have Orlando Pirates. We already have teams like Chipa United, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
There's a lot of other teams as well that have put their names in the hat for the next round. We look forward then to the last 16 draw at some point in the coming week to see who's playing against free agents in a few moments' time. iDiskiTV, iDiski Times, what's betting?